Hello everyone, you are watching Learn with Lovejeet, and in this video I will be discussing arrays. So why we actually need arrays? Consider a case where I have to store marks of 1000 students. Considering data type for marks as int, I have to declare 1000 variables of int type. Now managing these 1000 variables will be a tedious task. Instead of declaring these 1000 variables, what I can do? I can declare a single variable to hold these 1000 values. So the purpose of array is the same. I will be declaring an array of some name and then I will declare its size as 1000. So now using this array name and the indexes, I will be accessing and storing these 1000 values in that array. Consider here this line int marks 10. Here I am declaring an array. I am telling the compiler that there will be a array named marks of integer type of size 10. Okay, so collection of similar data items or elements. Similar data items means that when I am declaring this data type as int for this array, so all the elements that are stored in that array will be having integer data type stored at contiguous memory locations. If I assume that my array is stored starting from the location 1000 and it stores 10 elements and the data type of array is int and int take 4 bytes. So my first element will be at 1000, next will be 1004, next will be 1008, 1012, 1016 and so on. So my elements are present one after another. So this is what contiguous memory allocation means. And these elements are indexed using array indices. Okay, I will be storing and accessing these elements stored in the array using index concept. Let's look this using this example. Here I have declared array named marks of int type and the size is 10. That means it will be storing 10 elements. Okay, let's use this declaration. Okay, so here this is basically my array declaration. Okay, array declaration. I am telling the compiler that there will be array named marks of integer type and size 10. So elements storage for 10 elements will be given in memory. Now I have not told about the values of these elements. Okay, what will be the value of first element, what will be the value of second element and third. Now inside this main function, this array is having automatic storage class. So in case of automatic storage class, whenever a variable is having automatic storage class, in that case if the values are not given or the variable is not initialized, what values are given? Garbage values. So this marks will be storing 10 elements having some garbage values. Okay, so now here storage for array marks is given for 10 elements and the value of each of the element is some garbage value. Here now I have declared a variable named index here of integer type. Okay, now in this line 14 I am printing the address of this array. When storage is given to this array, it will start from particular location. So when I type this array name simply, it will give me the address of this array. Now this syntax is different, but the value it will be giving me same. Here I have used address of operator, then array name. Here I have simply used array name. Both will be giving me the address of array. So what this means is basically if I am using the array name, simply it will give me the address. So these two lines will print the address. So let's see where it starts from. See, address of array 6487536, 6487536. So both have given me the same values. Now there are array indices, like the first elements will be stored at index 0, second element will be stored at index 1, third element at index 2, fourth element at index 3, fifth at 4, and 10th at 9. And when I have to access or store some value at these indices, I will be using this square bracket concept. Like if I have to access the value of first element, the first element is stored at index 0, so I will use this syntax marks, then square bracket opening 0 like this. Now using this syntax, I can access the first elements of this marks array. Okay, we will be seeing this concept in this example. Now the next element, address of first element of array. Now let's see what is the address of first element of array. Here this contains 10 elements. Okay, what will be the address of first element? So marks 0 gives me the first element, I have already told, and then I am using the address operator, that is print the address of this first element. So this is also same here, this is also same as the address of array. So when I give array name, or when I use address of operator on array name, or when I try to print the address of first element of array, the values are same. So what that means is, that is whenever I try to print the address of array, address of first element will be given. Okay, now here I am trying to print the value of first element of array. First element of array, how it will be accessed? Using the syntax, this syntax marks square bracket 0. So this will print the first element of array, which is some garbage value. See, this is some garbage value 1. Okay, so then some random value is assigned to this marks first element and it will be printed. So this is first element of array 1. First element of array, this 1. Okay. Now here the values were not given. The array was not initialized. Let's move on to this declaration. Now in this declaration, what I have written, I have written the array name, its integer type, data type, and inside these square brackets I have skipped the size part. Okay, because when I initialize an array at the time of declaration, I have initialized this marks array with 10 values at the declaration time. Okay, now in this case the compiler knows that there are 10 elements, so the size of the array is 10. So in this case, giving the size of the array is optional. Okay, the compiler will automatically compute the size of array using the elements, number of elements given in initialization. Okay, so marks will give me the address, this will also give me the address of this marks. Now this is the address of 0th element, this will give me the first element. Okay, now this marks 0, how the compiler interprets it, what is the meaning of this for the compiler? I have already told about pointers in my last 2 videos. So in this the pointer concept is given, or pointer concept is used. Basically this marks 0 is interpreted as marks plus 0 and then star operator. Star means value add address operator. So this, for the compiler will access marks. Marks is my base address, the starting address of this array marks. Okay, so let it will be, it is 1000. Now 1000 plus 0, 1000 plus 0 means nothing. Okay, it is 1000 only. Now star at 1000, that is value at 1000 is 1, value at 1000 is 0. So these two will be having this same value, same output. This is the value of the 0th element or first element. Okay, the first element is stored at index 0, so it will print the 0. This is also printing the address, the value of first element. Okay, now let's try to print this here. First element of array is 0, first element of array is 0. So these two lines are same. Okay, to the user, this is the syntax. Okay, for accessing some element, the compiler interprets this syntax as this. Okay, now if I try to write 1 here, so what is the meaning of this? Here marks give me the base address plus 1. Plus 1 means that base address plus 1. Let the base address is 1000 and the data type of integer is data type of array is integer and the size of int is 4 bytes. So when I add 1 to this array name, it will go to the next memory location. So next memory location is at plus 4 bytes. So next memory location will be 1000 plus 4, that is 1004, and at 1004 what is present? Value at this 1004, which is what is it is 1. So 1 will be printed here. Okay, see, 1 is printed here. If I write 2 here, so it will be marks plus 2. Marks is my 1000, 1000 plus 1, 1004, then again 1, 1008. At 1008, what is the value present? 2. So what should be printed? 2. So 2 is printed here. Okay, let's rewrite this. Now using this index variable, I have used this for loop and I am printing the value of all the elements of array. Okay, see, first time index is 0, so marks index is 0. Okay, marks 0, marks 0 means 0, so 0 is printed. Then index is incremented, it becomes 1, 1 is less than 10, marks 1, marks 1 is 1. Then index equal to 2, marks 2 is equal to 2, so 2 is printed. This is, so using this for loop I have printed all the elements of this array. Okay, now also this line, that all the elements are stored at contiguous memory locations, because if this would not have been the case, then this was not possible. Okay, I should not have been able to access these values one by one. Like if I this and if I write this marks plus 1, okay, and the elements are not stored at contiguous memory location, then marks plus 1 would have printed something else instead of this one. Okay, so it is important that to know that the array elements are stored at contiguous memory locations. Okay, now the storage space occupied by array is equal to the storage taken by single element. Now here type of single element is integer, so the storage taken by single element will be 4 bytes. Okay, and then number of elements is 10, so 4 byte into 10, 40 bytes. Let's try to print the size of array here. Here I am using this size of operator, and inside this size of operator I am giving the array name. Okay, so 40 bytes. Okay, one single element of integer type takes 4 bytes and there are 10 elements, so 4 into 10, that is 40 bytes of storage. So this was about arrays. In the next videos, I will be covering more on arrays. Thank you.